What's up, Periscope? It's been a little bit. I want to wait till there's people here before I talk. Hey. Hola. Sup. Play. What's up, Periscope? It's been a little bit. I want to wait till there's people here before I talk. Hey. Hola. Sup. Play it. What's up? Alright. Periscope. So, I figured I haven't done a Periscope in a little bit. This one, the last video I did, Prime Day was a fail. The last video I did was about the OnePlus 2 camera specifically, and naturally there's a lot of questions about it, so might as well talk about them. I tried to answer a bunch of comments in the comment section of the video, but if you guys have other questions, I can try to do that too. Why are you lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. Yeah, but basically, okay, so the main question, actually, it was kind of funny because there's someone on Reddit basically proclaimed that the OnePlus 2 would have the best camera on any smartphone and then since it wasn't, he actually did. He drew the phone and then ate it. Anyway, what up? What do you guys want to talk about? Most people are just proclaiming that they got into the chat. That's pretty dope. Prime Day was a pretty huge bust, I gotta say. I mean, it wasn't a huge bust. There were some neat deals for a little bit, but most of them sold out really quick. Can you see the phone, though? Okay, so no, I can't. I'm not showing anything about the phone except for the camera. That's all I have been tasked with showing. Flash? It has a flash, I can tell you that, yes. And I also never showed the front-facing camera, but I can say now that the OnePlus 2's front-facing camera looks pretty similar to, I mean, it's wider than the iPhone. I have an OLED clip on the iPhone, so if I take this off, that's the actual iPhone's camera, and then I put this wide-angle lens over it. Boom. Get a little bit of, see, it's the iPhone 6 Plus, so I have to slide it over. Get a little bit of a wider angle. The OnePlus 2's camera is also a little bit of a wider angle, but it's not quite as wide as the Galaxy S6. So there you go. I use the iPhone 6 Plus for Periscope just because it seems to work on iOS better than it does on Android, although I have done a Periscope from the Galaxy S6, and it's fine. Any unannounced specs? There are still things, yeah, that they haven't announced yet. Are you going to video on the Sagus V2? If I can. There's a couple of new phones that have come out recently that are kind of hard to get my hands on, like that. What is it? Starts with a T, but that just came out of the blue with all these premium specs and new builds. The Axon phone, exactly that too. The new ZTE phone, and there's another one that starts with a T. I want to say it's like not Taurus, but yeah, another one that I want to get my hands on and potentially do a video about that. All these other questions. I just said I'm not going to say anything else about the OnePlus 2 except for camera. Thoughts on possible 3D on the next Nexus? I hope not. I don't really like 3D in phones or in screens or anything. Someone just wrote Nexus 7 and all. Do you want Tesla to build a phone? I don't know if I want Tesla to build a phone, but Tesla seems pretty good at building things, so I wouldn't put it past them to make other electronics, but they're an auto company, so that's a thing. What did you get from Prime Day? I didn't buy any of the Prime Day deals. I didn't. I found a couple that were neat, like the Nexus 6 was $399 for the baseline blue 32 gig, but I have a blue one already, so I didn't get it, so I didn't actually buy anything from Prime Day. Flexible phones that bend up and roll, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Mostly because flexible batteries aren't really a thing in mass-produced thing yet. OnePlus 2 camera OIS. As far as I can tell, the camera doesn't have OIS, and this is just from me looking through the viewfinder and shaking the camera, and then taking a phone that does have OIS and looking through the viewfinder and shaking it. OIS is optical image stabilization. So just from my using the phone and looking at it and deciding if it looks like it has it or not, it looks like it doesn't. So electronic image stabilization can be pretty good, but it's never quite as good as the real thing, as the iPhone 6 Plus has optical image stabilization. And that can be really great for video as well. That can be better for other things, like the Note 4 has it. So, but yeah, that's probably the biggest thing missing. Note 5 specs, I don't know what the Note 5 specs are, and I actually don't know. Like, if I had a Note 5, I would totally tell you, but I don't know. Manual control on the camera, so no. The camera interface, I had a screenshot of the camera interface in the video about the OnePlus 2, and that is the camera interface. It's very similar to the Google camera, where if I swipe in from the left, I get a couple of other modes, like video mode, the panorama mode I talked about, and like 2 or 3 others. But yeah, there was no manual mode. There was no raw photo capture either. But again, all these things, it is still, like, literally, if I go in the About section, is version 1.0.0 of the camera app. So maybe these things could be added in a software update before they even launch the phone. But this is just sort of a preliminary look at what it's capable of. It could get a little bit better. I mean, there's only so much you can do with software in terms of, you know, image processing and noise reduction, but that's what I got. And so there's no raw image capture as of now, and there's no manual controls as of now. The Touring phone, yeah, that's the other one that came out just now, and I don't even know where it came from. Like, it's a new company, a new phone, a whole bunch of new stuff about that, but that's an interesting one. I kind of want to check that out. And if you guys think I should check it out, then you should definitely let me know, because yeah, liquid metal, geez, all these weird specs now. Liquid metal on a phone. Android Authority did a small review. Yeah, I've seen the preview videos of people who have gotten first impressions, but I feel like it's kind of hard to just describe the way that something like that is so new it holds in the hand. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Android is taking the mobile market. Will iOS and Windows Phone survive? I think they'll survive, yeah. All the Huawei Nexus rumors. I don't know how I feel about those. I don't know a whole lot about Huawei's history. I mean, I've seen phones like their Ascend and the Ascend Mate D2 and all these other things. I don't really know. I don't think I really care who it's made by as long as it's good. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, will LG make it or will Huawei make it? I don't really care. If it's good, then it's good. We'll see. Axon phone. I want to do a video about it. I gotta get my hands on it though. What do we want? OnePlus 2. When do we want it? Now. Well, we all know the release date, so it's not too far away. Best screen size for a mobile phone. That would be a different answer in like every month since 2009. Like, it would be 4.5 inches one month, and then it would be 4.65. Then it would be 4.7, then it would be 4.8, then it would be 5.0, then it would be 5.2. Right now, I really like the size of the Galaxy S6 Edge. It's a little bit weird because the screen goes over the edges a little bit, but it's a 5.1 inch screen. And I have big hands, so obviously it's a different answer for different people. Some people are saying 5.5. I think for normal people, I say normal people, but a lot of people use an iPhone with a much smaller screen still. A 5.5 inch phone, like the OnePlus One, or anything else with a 5.5 inch phone, is usually a little big. So I would say less than 5.5, but very subjective question. OnePlus 2 giveaway. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm down. Tap the screen, leave a heart if you'd be down for a OnePlus 2 giveaway. I'm assuming you would be, but I would obviously have to wait until launch to give it away. Can you see it? No, I can't show it to you. So in case you're wondering, if you're asking questions about other stuff that's not the OnePlus 2 camera, I'm just not answering it. Yeah, okay, so maybe a OnePlus 2 giveaway. I also have another giveaway planned up, actually, that I haven't even mentioned even at all yet. That could be a little bit of fun, so that could be cool. Oh, Cheerios? Yeah, right there. Nexus 6 impressions today? Not sure what you mean. The deal was kind of cool. I didn't get one because I don't need one. I already have one, but it was probably the best price you've ever been able to get the Nexus 6 today. What frames per second does it do slow motion? It was doing 720p. I don't remember what the frame rate was. I have to look at it again. Dark light pictures? I guess you mean low light pictures. Low light, it was actually pretty capable. I had, I think, a trio of low light photos in my video about the OnePlus 2, and they look pretty good. I mean, they were sharp. They weren't exactly mind-blowing, but it's kind of hard to make mind-blowing looking photos in the dark. Nexus 6 versus OnePlus 2? I don't know. The Nexus 6 is a huge phone. Most people are going to immediately look at Nexus 6 and go, damn, that's a big phone. Damn, that's a big phone. What else? What else can I answer before this Periscope's up? Pretty capable. Can you upload an album online? So I did. I uploaded an album to Google Plus of all the sample photos that were in the video. So those are full resolution. So you can zoom in, you can download full res, you can make it your wallpaper, you can do whatever with those. And then on Imgur does compress images a little bit, but I uploaded a lot of basically the individual shots of all the same shots from all these different cameras, the G4, the Galaxy S6, the iPhone, all of the horse and all of that tree trunk. And then I put the comparisons up on Imgur so you can see those. They're all in the description of the video. Yeah. Alright, a couple more. It's weird to see you in low quality. Yeah, I don't know. This camera's not terrible. It's just a matter of getting the light to... Maybe this is more familiar. I don't know. 6 Plus camera or 1 Plus 2? I don't know. You can. It's up to you. If you see it in the video, it's your call. I think that the 1 Plus 2 camera was a little bit better looking than the iPhone 6 Plus. If you looked at all the ones in the side by side, you saw the Galaxy S6 and the LG G4 were super sharp. Obviously, some of them tend to mess with exposure a little bit. I think the G4 tends to overexpose a little bit. But yeah, so you can compare it just by checking out the video. Switching this Periscope to the OnePlus 2. I was thinking about doing this Periscope on the OnePlus 2, but I don't know if it would work. And even if it did, I'd still prefer Periscope on iOS over Android. What is the front megapixel? I haven't even checked. I took one selfie just to see how wide angle it was compared to the Galaxy S6, and didn't even check. Sanjin mod? Oh, I can't say it. 4K iPhone? Well, the iPhone has an 8 megapixel sensor, so that is less than 4K. 4K is a little over 8 megapixels, so if you want 4K shooting in the next iPhone, it's got to be... It objectively has to be more than 8 megapixels, and megapixels mean almost nothing when it comes to quality, but if you have less than 4,000 pixels deep, then you can't have 4K video. Is it protruding? Not really. It's not protruding much more than the OnePlus One. So if this is protruding, it's not really. It's protruding like a tiny bit. Kind of like that. But that was the OnePlus One. Couple more. What is the best low-light camera right now? Ooh, I would say the iPhone 6 Plus. When's the release? So that VR launch event is July 27th, I believe. Xiaomi versus LG. Xiaomi versus LG. Xiaomi versus LG. I don't know what you're asking. They're both different companies, dude. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I'll cut it there. That was basically it. I just wanted to answer a couple questions about the OnePlus 2 camera. I'll keep answering people's tweets, and I'll keep answering the comments in the video. And maybe on Google Plus and Facebook and Reddit and all those other places. Alright. It's been real. The next videos this week are also going to be all pretty awesome. There's some collaborations and giveaways coming up, so stay tuned for that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.